Welcome to today's video, where we'll dive into some of the most profound life lessons that aren't just suggestions, they're essential to living a fulfilling, meaningful life. These lessons aren't about making choices, they're requirements for personal growth, success, and inner peace. From the power of patience to embracing change and resilience, these secrets will reshape how you see the world and navigate life's challenges. So, whether you're looking to improve yourself or searching for deeper wisdom, stick around as we reveal 7 crucial lessons that every person needs to learn to thrive. Let's get started. 1. The power of patience. In a fast-paced world, patience is a rare virtue, but one that yields some of life's most valuable rewards. Patience is often misunderstood, equated with just waiting around. But true patience is more about understanding the rhythms of life and trusting the process. It's the wisdom of knowing that rushing things often leads to mistakes, and that the most worthwhile achievements are rarely achieved in haste. Think of the times you've rushed a task only to find you had to redo it, or made a quick decision and later regretted it. Patience isn't just a passive quality. It's actively choosing to wait until the right moment to act. Patience also extends to how we interact with others. In a world that's quick to judge and respond, taking a moment to reflect before we speak or act can save relationships and help us see things from another's perspective. When you practice patience, especially in difficult situations, you're also practicing self-control, and self-control is a foundation for many of life's essential skills, from managing stress to handling disagreements. By cultivating patience, you're not only building resilience, but also preparing yourself to handle life's challenges with grace and composure. As time goes on, the benefits of patience become more evident. The achievements that come from consistent, patient effort are more fulfilling than quick successes. When you allow things to unfold at their natural pace, you're more likely to enjoy and appreciate the journey, not just the outcome. This level of appreciation and understanding is something you can only achieve with patience, making it a non-negotiable skill for anyone looking to live a fulfilling life. 2. The importance of self-discipline. Self-discipline is the invisible structure that holds everything in our lives together. Without it, dreams stay as dreams, goals are left unfinished, and potential remains untapped. Think of self-discipline as the bridge between your ambitions and your achievements. It's what gets you up in the morning when motivation is lacking. What drives you to work on your goals, even when the initial excitement fades. Discipline is the fuel that keeps the fire of ambition burning, even when the journey gets difficult. When you prioritize self-discipline, you're building habits that ultimately define who you are. Every small decision you make in favor of your goals builds momentum, each step adding to the previous one. Over time, this consistency compounds, leading to significant changes in your life. Whether it's setting boundaries, maintaining a routine, or resisting short-term temptations for long-term gains, self-discipline is what keeps you aligned with your aspirations. Self-discipline isn't just about saying no to things. It's about having a clear yes to something more important. It's understanding that every sacrifice has a reward, and every moment of restraint is bringing you closer to the life you want to create. Without self-discipline, our goals become nothing more than wishful thinking. But with it, we lay the foundation for a life where our actions align with our intentions, creating a sense of purpose and fulfillment that few other things can bring. 3. Embracing solitude. In a world that's constantly connected, solitude is a gift that few people truly appreciate. It's often seen as loneliness or something to be avoided, but solitude is actually the opposite of loneliness. It's a powerful tool for self-discovery, reflection, and personal growth. When you embrace solitude, you give yourself the space to think deeply, without external influence, and to reconnect with your true self. This time alone helps you understand your values, your goals, and your desires on a much deeper level. Solitude is also essential for mental clarity. In the quiet moments, you're able to process experiences, emotions, and decisions. It's in these moments that you can see things from a new perspective, find solutions to problems, and gain insights that you might miss in the busyness of daily life. Many of history's greatest thinkers, artists, and innovators were people who embraced solitude, using it as a time to cultivate their ideas and understand themselves. The more comfortable you become with solitude, the less you rely on others for validation or distraction. You become more self-sufficient, more resilient, and more grounded in your identity. Solitude teaches you to enjoy your own company, which is one of the most empowering lessons you can learn. Embracing solitude isn't about isolating yourself, but rather about finding strength in your own presence and making time for introspection, growth, and personal insight. 4. Practicing empathy. Empathy is one of the most powerful yet underappreciated skills in life. In a world where people are quick to judge and react, empathy allows us to pause and truly understand others. It's the ability to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, to see things from their perspective, and to feel compassion for their experiences. Empathy bridges gaps in relationships, fosters connection, and helps us navigate conflicts with understanding rather than anger. Empathy requires us to listen actively, to be present in conversations, and to care genuinely about what others are going through. It's not always easy, especially when we disagree with someone, but it's a skill that can be developed with practice. When you're able to empathize with others, you gain insight into their motivations, fears, and desires. This insight not only improves relationships, but also allows you to respond in ways that are more helpful and supportive. Empathy doesn't mean you have to agree with everyone, but it does mean treating others with respect and understanding. It's recognizing that everyone is dealing with their own battles, and that kindness and understanding can go a long way in making those battles easier to bear. By practicing empathy, you're not only improving your own emotional intelligence, but also contributing to a more compassionate world, one interaction at a time. 5. The necessity of resilience. Life is filled with ups and downs, and resilience is what helps us navigate those challenges without losing ourselves. Resilience is the mental strength to keep going, even when things get tough, to bounce back from setbacks, and to keep a positive outlook in the face of adversity. It's the understanding that failure and disappointment are part of the journey, and that each setback can be a stepping stone to success if we learn from it. Building resilience starts with changing our perspective on challenges. Rather than seeing them as roadblocks, we can view them as opportunities for growth. Every time we overcome a difficulty, we become stronger, more capable, and more prepared for future challenges. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties, but rather facing them head-on, with the belief that we have the inner strength to handle whatever life throws our way. Resilience is a skill that can be developed just like any other. It requires a positive mindset, a willingness to adapt, and the ability to see challenges as temporary. By cultivating resilience, you're giving yourself the tools to face life's inevitable hardships with courage and confidence, turning each experience into a building block for a stronger, wiser you. 6. Embracing change. Change is a constant in life, yet it's something that many people resist. We find comfort in familiarity, but growth happens outside of our comfort zones. Embracing change means being open to new experiences, new ideas, and new perspectives. It's the understanding that everything in life is in flux, and that trying to hold on to things as they are is often a recipe for disappointment. When you embrace change, you're also embracing the unknown, which can be both exciting and challenging. It requires you to let go of control and trust in the process. This openness to change allows you to adapt more easily to life's transitions, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, or a new stage of life. Embracing change helps you grow and keeps you from becoming stagnant. Change also brings with it new opportunities. When you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone, you're opening yourself up to possibilities you might never have considered. This willingness to change, adapt, and evolve is a fundamental requirement for personal growth. Embracing change doesn't mean giving up who you are. It means becoming the best version of yourself through each new experience life offers. 7. Cultivating gratitude. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you or appreciating the good things in life. It's a mindset that shapes how we see the world and how we respond to life's ups and downs. Cultivating gratitude means recognizing the value in every experience, appreciating the small joys, and finding lessons in challenges. It's a conscious choice to focus on what we have rather than what we lack, which in turn leads to greater happiness and satisfaction. When we practice gratitude, we're training our minds to see the positive aspects of life, even when things aren't perfect. This shift in perspective not only improves our mood, but also enhances our relationships, health, and overall well-being. Grateful people tend to be more resilient, more empathetic, and less likely to take things for granted. Gratitude reminds us that life is a gift, even with its challenges, and that every day holds something to be thankful for. Gratitude also helps us stay grounded in the present moment. Rather than constantly chasing after more, gratitude allows us to appreciate what we already have, creating a sense of contentment and peace. It's a simple yet profound practice that has the power to transform our lives, helping us cultivate a deeper sense of fulfillment and joy. In a world focused on more, gratitude is a reminder that sometimes what we have is already enough. Thanks for watching. I hope these 7 life lessons gave you a fresh perspective and a little extra motivation to keep growing. Remember, these aren't just options. They're essential tools that can truly transform your life if you commit to practicing them. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Drop a comment below about which life lesson resonated most with you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for being here, and until next time, keep pushing forward and making every day count. See you in the next video.